Oh man, I can still hear the fuck Denny Hamlin chants now. A very cold and windy night under the lights of Martinsville ended up being probably one of my favorite races I've ever been to, ever. Everybody knows by now and remembers the whole Chase and Denny incident at the Fall Martinsville race in 2017. It took nearly a year, but we finally got the Kyle Busch race version for it. Fast forward a year later, we come to Martinsville once again for the Chase race in 2018. I'm excited to say that I'll be back in Martinsville. This has definitely turned into probably one of my favorite race weekends every year now. So excited to be back. I know it's going to be cold and rainy yet again, but I might get lucky. We might get some more racing under the lights. I really hope so. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it here. So it's kind of weird, man. Of course, everybody remembers the whole Chase Denny thing, but yeah, Kyle Busch ended up winning the race and had a pretty good finish with Martin Truex Jr. Still, almost got that short track win, but came up just short yet again. But got the normal elite box here. Look at the side here. Kyle Busch, M&M's, Halloween, Martinsville win, 2017 Camry Elite, one of 318. And this originally was going to be an Elite only. And then they were like, oh yeah, we should probably offer the Standard. So I ended up pre-ordering the Elite with Lionel. And then after that, they announced that they were going to offer it in the Standard. Honestly, I probably would have got the Standard just to save a little bit of money, but it's good, man. That's the last Elite I'm probably ever going to get. Now with the 2018s and beyond, the Elites are just kind of aren't really worth it anymore. So for me, this will probably be the last one that I end up getting and reviewing. So on to the stuff that comes with it. You got some blue white confetti there. You got your certificate of authenticity, DIN number there, 301 to 318 made. And your winner's card, Kyle Busch, 69th annual, first day to 500 winner. You got the stats of the race here. Started 14th. Total laps, 505. Number of cautions, 11 for 74 laps. Number of leaders, 16 changes among 6 drivers. Laps led by winner, what does it say, 184? Damn. Margin of victory, 10th and a half, about. Driver crew wins 43rd. On the back, Busch finishes first, and Martinsville Thriller. Yeah, no kidding. I gotta say, man, once again, that was probably one of the best races I think I've ever been to. I mean, first off, it ended up, we ended up racing at night, which at Martinsville, which was just incredibly cool. Something like out of NASCAR Thunder 2004, always dreamed of having a night Martinsville race, and I just so happened to be there the first time the cars were racing there under the lights for the Cup Series. It was just something just so incredibly cool, I'll tell you that. But I gotta say, the racing overall, I mean, it doesn't get much better than Martinsville. Maybe Bristol, but I was lucky enough to go to Bristol night race, and I still want to go back there. But man, Martinsville, it's so great, man. I try to tell people this all the time. If you ever get a chance to go to Martinsville, definitely go there, especially for the Chase race. The spring race this year was pretty mellow, but the Chase race usually ends up being pretty interesting one way or another. But yeah, the whole Chase Denny thing, that was one of those kind of things. I'm not a big Denny Hamlin fan as it was, and honestly, I probably became a Chase Elliott fan for the night. I was really wanting to see his first win because I was at Dover the couple weeks before when he ended up choking to Kyle Busch and him not being able to get around Ryan Newman. We all remember that, so I was really excited because I thought I was going to see him get his first win that day, and then I thought I was going to see him get his first win at Martinsville, and it didn't happen again. And yeah, man, the whole crowd just turned, man. I wish I had some video of it, but it was incredible, man. But yeah, just some crazy racing, and it was such a fun night. It was so cold, but man, it was so worth it, man. It was so worth it. So once again, we go to Martinsville this week, and oh man, I'm so excited. And we're leaving Friday, I think. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Gonna be eating as many hot dogs as I can, and hopefully watching some pretty damn good racing. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So here we go, the Kyle Busch race version. So once again, this is he's basically gonna have the same car this week. The Halloween M&M's. So here we go. Let's start from the front. It's been a while since I did one of these diecast reviews. Good lord, I almost don't remember how to do it. But yeah, we never got a burnout from him because the whole front stretch was blocked with debris and cars and stuff. But yeah, here you go. You got a good bit of confetti there on the grill. A good bit of rubber buildup as well. I'll zoom out here. Confetti there on the hood. And on the windshield. I gotta say, the car looks pretty darn cool with all the green for the chase, or for the playoffs, excuse me. But yeah, you got the special green Monster Energy banner, and you got the green spoiler back there, and yeah, a couple other little things we'll show you later. But we'll go ahead and lift up the hood here. So, it doesn't open very much, but here's one of the things you've kind of lost with the 2018 Elites. You don't have the braces, and you don't have the tethers anymore, so that's a little disappointing, but you got the engine in there. I know it's kind of hard to see once again. There's not too much to see. See, it's basically kind of the same engine detail, it appears, with most of the ARCs. But the only difference is it's kind of cut out, so it's not just like one block down here, so you can kind of see through all the way to the hood and down to underneath of it. So, I mean, there's a little bit of that. I'm not 100% sure exactly what it looks like in the 2018 Elites, but I know the splitters and the tethers and the braces aren't there anymore, so there's that. But we'll go ahead and go down the left side here. So just like any good Martinsville race version, we got a couple little donuts here and there. Here's some of the other little special playoff things. So you got the Monster Energy Playoffs logo there. You just got the little playoffs kind of little extension there, and you got the round of 8 logo. So yeah, you can see a little couple of donuts there, and little pieces of donuts, little corners there at the bottom of the skirt, and all the way back, the left rear. So you got a lot of confetti there on the back, so much so that they had to put the DIN number on the bottom of the car, and we'll show you that here soon. But we'll go to the top. So you got the little hole in here, and they give you a little, actually 2 of them. They give you a couple antennas there you can put in, which is pretty cool. The roof flaps do function. I promise. Well, you don't want to. There we go. So yeah, you got the tethers on there as well. You got a lot of race winner stickers. Let me focus that in for you. There we go. It's kind of funny because they right in the middle where the opening is for the roof flap. So it's kind of split there, but you can see quite a number of them. We'll go ahead and go to the back. So on the back here, we got sheets. Love me some sheets. Probably one of my favorite spots to hit up at 3 in the morning for some food. Go off in there and get you a custom-made burger at 3 in the morning. Love me some sheets, man. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have sheets where you're from. Sheets is kind of like well, I live in Maryland, so it's kind of around the Maryland area. So got one about 5 minutes away from me, but yeah, pretty cool there. You got sheets on the back. Got a little back bumper damage, and on the deck lid, happy Halloween. Thank you. And you got confetti there on the back window. Alright, so we'll go ahead, go down the right side here. So once again, a good bit of confetti, rubber buildup, and got a little bit more damage here. Well, not really so much damage, but just some marks, some scrapes, some bumps. Again, what you'd expect from a Martinsville race version. I'm sure the one we'll get from this Sunday or Monday or whenever we ended up going racing will be pretty similar. But yeah, the Goodyear lettering rubbed all the way off from the right front there, and you can see a little bit of damage there on the right front. So a pretty cool race version. Once again, I always pick up the race versions, assuming they're made. To be fair, I've actually had a really lucky record out of all the races, all the Cup races I've been to. Only one race version was not produced, and that was Kyle Busch's Dover win when he beat Chase Elliott in the playoffs that year. Unfortunately, up until that point, it was 100%. That one didn't get offered, so feels bad there. But yeah, unfortunately, I've seen Kyle Busch win a number of times. I don't have a problem with Kyle Busch at all. I think he's a wheel man, but yeah, man, I always like to see somebody different win. But yeah, another Kyle Busch race version to add to the collection. I always like to try to get him signed too, so I had a couple of Kyle Busch race versions kind of piling up that I had to get signed. It's kind of a weird thing, but I always like to get the race versions from the races I've been to, and then I always try to get them signed. That's all I really care about. But one of these times I'm going to put them all together. I've been kind of working on that. I want to get all those race versions that I've seen and put them together kind of as their own little separate thing in my collection. But yeah, overall a pretty cool race version, man. I'm excited. Oh man, I'm so excited, man. This is part of my Martinsville hype. Had to pull out this one and review it. I got it a couple of weeks ago, and I figured I'd save it till Martinsville week. So let me know who you guys are rooting for. I think, geez, it seems like everybody at this point is rooting for Chase, and it seems like are rooting for Chase and think Chase is going to win in Martinsville this week. I'd say it's a pretty good pick. He was pretty close there already once before. We all know that, but honestly, either him or Kyle Busch, I don't know how you could go against Kyle Busch, really. I know Ryan Blaney ran really good there until he kind of faded in the spring race. Of course, Clint Boyer ran good and ended up winning that race. But there's also a very good chance that it's one of those races where it's just kind of back and forth and a lot of crashes and a lot of cars bouncing off each other. When you get to one of those races like the fall Martinsville race was last year, it's kind of really, it could be anybody's race. Like even in the last however many laps, Chase Elliott was up there, got dumped out of the lead. Denny Hamlin was up there, got moved out of the way. Kyle Busch came up there, and then Truex still almost beat him. And that's a couple of cars all within, you know, a short amount of laps. So honestly, you never really know. And that's the beauty of Martinsville. Hopefully it's a good race. Once again, a very crucial race, a fun playoff race at a short track. So it doesn't get much better than that. Once again, I'll be there. So if you see somebody wearing Starcom gear, say hello to him. That's probably me. But if you're going, I hope you guys have a fun time. Whether you're going there in person or you're watching at home, should be a hell of a race. That's what I'm hoping for. And hopefully, we're all rooting for it at this point. Probably a little bit of rain, like Sunday afternoon, like push the start time back a little bit. That way it kind of starts like more towards the evening, and then we end up back racing under the lights again. I know it's going to be cold, but it's always worth it. But that'll do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the review as always. I almost forgot to show you underneath of it. Yeah, so the DIN number is down here. That was the last thing I was going to show you. Once again, we saw it on the card, but DIN number is 301, and there you go. So that'll do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review as always. Make sure to leave a like on it, on the video if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a ton. I'll do it. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.